We are live. We are direct on She Leads, She Sells with Georgianne McConnell, founder of Sacred Soul Business LLC. 30 years in the financial industry, banking, lending as an investment advisor.
Yeah.
Now she merges the practical side of money with the spiritual, holistic side of business. Georgianne brings her deep understanding of spiritual concepts and practical techniques to create a perfect balance for both beginners and those more experienced in spirituality and business. Coming straight out of Arizona, welcome Georgianne!
Yay, thank you, Jay. I am
Amazing.
so delighted to be here with you. As we were mentioning, right, we follow each other, but I just love all the things that you're doing with your business, and primarily on Facebook is where I see it. So I love talking with fellow entrepreneurs, business owners. So I'm happy to be here.
Not 100%. So, you work mainly with people in the spiritual spiritual healers, light workers, that type of thing, people of that inclination.
Yes, primarily, but it's really designed for people like myself who believe in the spiritual world, right? I believe in the universe and all everything that's aligned with that. Um, and those that want to do more, right? Most of the time, the spiritual entrepreneurs that I work with, they may think that they're not a business owner because they don't do business, they don't do the money, right? Or they don't like working with the money, or right, they don't know what a balance sheet or a profit and loss sheet is, right? So they not necessarily just the energy healers, but that they believe, because I talk about the universe, I talk about magic, I talk about our beliefs and grounding and meditation and all that fun stuff. So
For making that clear, and tell me how you help. Like, what's the outcome of like when someone does a 3 month, 6 month, 1 year container with you? Like, what can they expect to transform? What's a transformation?
yeah, great question. I'm actually creating, I'm at the end stages of creating a membership program. So that's a perfect question, right? And what they receive with this membership program is they learn different aspects of money and of business, of how to start with their inner authority, trusting themselves internally instead of looking outside to see, well, what are they charging or what are they doing? No,
Amazing.
it's we just need to trust our inner knowing because we have that wisdom, right? So that's kind of the start. And then then I go through pricing and worth and marketing. And so that we learn to value ourselves and price for the transformation. We're not just pricing by the hour, right? It's really how are they going to transform, and then you adjust your pricing to match that so that we get away from the, oh, I'm $150 an hour, to here's the 6 month, like you asked, Jay, here's a 6 month transformation and it costs and the investment is $6,000. It's just a different feel. So we're going through all of those in my new membership that's coming up.
Amazing. That sounds like something needed in the scene, and we are experts in our particular field. And like, I think I wrote a post today saying it's not the best coaches who are paid the best, it's the best coaches who are best visible.
Exactly. That's another piece, the visibility, right? So
Mm.
many of the entrepreneurs that are out there want to be small, right? They want to just, oh, I'll just do this little bit and they'll come to me. And you just can't do that anymore. Not in today's environment. You've got to be visible and share your stuff and be happy and loving to people.
Amazing. Tell me what a typical day looks like for you.
For me, with my business, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well, right now I am creating my PowerPoints for my training, for the membership, for the training. So I'm creating those, I'm recording like we are now. And then I have my monthly, twice a month membership calls. Right now, I've kind of gone away from the one-to-one clients. I've kind of phased that out because I want to help more people and being able to do that in a membership environment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Sounds,
exciting.
sounds great. What sorts of books are you reading right now? I mean, I go to my bookshelf over here, and I know it's peering backwards, but the obstacle is the way is, something that I'm getting stuck into now. How about yourself in terms of books that you're
Okay,
reading?
yeah, so I'm with you. I know you can't see it. I've got bookshelf there, bookshelf there. I've got
Yep,
like
yep, 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 yep.
300 books. So one I have that I just love is Profit First,
Profit first, amazing. Yeah.
because of course I'm about money, right? And so, and then Be Your Future Self Now, and the
Yes.
Book of Awakening. I mean, I, like you, I'm a reader, right? So I've got a ton of books. And I like to read a little bit and then put it aside, let it kind of germinate. And then I probably pick up another. So I might have 4 or 5 different books, right?
Yeah.
All going on at the same time. But I love books. There's just so much knowledge out there in the world that we um, don't know about. Last year, I'll just plug this, right? Last year, I was in a compilation book that was released last November. So we're coming
Okay.
up against our 1 year anniversary, which is amazing. And that was fun to do. Triumphs over Transformation. It was a fabulous book. So I'm an author. It's so cool.
Oh, no, that's powerful. Tell me, what's the big goal over the next year? Like what in the next 12 months, big goal for your business in terms of what you
Yes,
wanna, yeah.
I love that question. So I am a big vision board person and also a word for the year. So my goal for my business is for the next 12 months, so by the end of 2026, is I want to have my membership program and then my mastermind, which will come out along that with that, to be fully self-sustaining and give me $250,000 of income by the end of next year.
Oh, powerful goal. And what's the key metric that you're really going to be looking at in terms of towards that goal? Is there like a metric where it's like, okay, this is what I'm
This is it.
measuring? Yeah.
Yeah, for me, since I'm starting this membership program, it's going to be members, right? How many members am I able to attract? What's the longevity, right? My membership is designed to be like a 6 month to go through all the modules. I have 5 modules of training right now, and I'll be releasing new courses every month or new training every month. So I will be looking at how many members and the transformation, right? What are their goals or what have they achieved through that, however long they're with me in the membership. But yeah, I love that. And of course money, right?
No,
How much
of
money?
course,
What's my balance sheet? What's my profit and loss? Right?
100%.
You know.
100%. You speak about bridging the gap between soul and
Mm-hmm.
strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me two ways in which you do that.
Oh my gosh. So, well, let's just talk about money, right? Because I've been in, as you mentioned, Jay, at the beginning, I've been in money my whole life, my whole adult life. So I do that by making one of the ways is the financials, having it be simple and not complicated and not scary. So I start people out small with, let's identify what your income is coming in, what your expenses are going out. I call it a spending plan. It's not a
Okay.
budget because I don't like that word. Um, and being able to be ourselves within that financials, right? And especially for women, right? Quite often we let the men in our lives take care of the finances, which is not necessarily a bad thing. However, it's important for the women to know, right? So that's one of the ways of blending the financial aspect, the soul, and the strategy is how do you realize that your worth is inherent. It's not that anyone can tell me how much I should charge or any of that. And hopefully that helps. I kind of get off on a tangent when I talk about money. I love talking about money. So
God, yeah. Thanks for sharing that. One of my favorite books about money, actually, not sure if you read it, but it's Dollars Flow to Me. Yeah, it's a book called Dollars Flow to Me. I forget the author's name, but it's really about how the external reality is just a reflection of the internal feelings regarding money and things like this, So if there's that fear around money or the, hey, am I worth this? Because we see the women out there who, like, literally, they embrace money as it's a tool. It's
it's a
limitless.
tool. It's an energy. It's
It's
currency. It's
energy.
just like electricity. Yeah. So I'm going to have to look up into that book. I don't think I've heard of
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. And also
I love
there's
that.
this book, it's called Seven Levels of Energy Leadership.
Oh,
And
I
yeah,
like.
this is book that, and it helped me to really look at the four levels, and I created four characters around
Nice.
money for that. For women, Fearful Fiona, Serving Susie, Joyful Juliet, and Limitless Lara. And it's when we step into the element of joy, that is something that people buy. When
Yeah.
people see that their mentor is limitless,
Yeah.
people,
I love that. I love that because
yeah,
you can feel, I felt, as soon as you said those names, I could feel it, right? It's like, oh yeah, if I was Limitless Laura, is that what it was? Oh
yeah,
my
correct,
gosh. Whoa. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Thank you
yeah.
for sharing both those books. I'll have to look into them.
That's why it's good to have these conversations and discussions. You
Hmm.
mentioned $250,000 as the big goal. Thanks for sharing that. What's the biggest challenge for you getting there?
Oh, great question. Well, it's so fascinating, right? We teach what we need to learn, right? I don't know if you've heard that phrase.
Yeah, of
And
course.
so with for me going through um, all the modules and programs that I'm creating, I'm finding myself, even though I've been successful for a ton of years, as I still find myself doubting, oh, but do I really have the knowledge? So that the imposter syndrome for me kind of pops up. That's one of my things. Um, and so that's really the challenge is for me to remember and to guide myself back into the reality of I am worthy, I am deserving, that there are a million people out there who want to hear what I have to say, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just that mindset shift of reminding ourselves or remembering that we are the ones we are the one, we are the one.
Yeah, no, completely agree that there's a market, there's 2 billion people on Facebook. Can we find 15?
Yeah,
Of course we can, or 20, or of
or
course we can,
of
and things
course,
like
or a
this.
hundred. Yep.
That's the whole element of, really believing in our magic and, sort of kind of
Hmm.
like tapping within because we know what we're here to do. We know.
Right,
And
right.
so
We
when
have
we
that.
tap in,
Exactly. We have that calling inside and we're all different, right? Okay, so let me ask you, Jay, what are your goals for the next 12 months
that's a brilliant
for your
question.
business?
Yeah. You know, my goal is to help um, businesses, so bigger businesses as well as, coaches and consultants
Mm-hmm.
to navigate the times, the murky waters and to sell, to show up, and I'm helping consultancies, seven-figure consultancies, connecting with, those playing a bigger game because they need help, as well. So it's spreading my whiteboard method, these
Love that.
techniques and everything like that, and helping more people nationwide. In the US, 95% of my clients are US based. And so yeah, it's that. You know, bigger containers, making bigger offers, and
Hmm.
yeah, that's it. I made a 60K offer 2 days ago.
That's awesome.
That's just how it goes, right? Where it's like, hey, look, if I've got the value to add, why not? And it's to really lean in and yeah, help and serve, if that makes sense.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and it's also, I mean, it's not just about the money, right? It's about the impact, right? The impact
100%.
and the ripple effect. Because if you help me, I help you, and then just like these two books, right? I'm gonna get them right now. Well, as soon as we're done, I'll order them on Amazon, and then that allows me to tell other people about those books, tell other people about your whiteboard
100%.
practice, which I know a little bit about. Yeah, it's that impact, the ripple effect, and it just helps the collective, right? It helps all of us just by being visible and be willing to share our heart with others.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. Are you mainly on Facebook, or do you use like what's your main social media? Like where do you hang out the most? Like, yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, yeah. Facebook is where I hang out the most.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And let them know like how you serve people, like what you do, and how they can get in contact with you, and what you do to help. Yeah,
I love that. Yes. Well, as I mentioned, I do have a membership program starting up next month. Actually, I'm part of a bundle blow up your sales in November. And I'm also creating or launching a Stop Hiding Your Magic mini course that's just going to be on Facebook. You don't have to sign up for it. I'll just be dropping the videos every next week, 5 days, 5 day
okay.
challenge. And so right now, if there's any questions, I'm happy to chat with them on Facebook. Send me a direct message or connect with me, and you'll follow my content that I have, and we'll see how we can blend the soul plus strategy
Amazing.
together for businesses,
That
entrepreneurs.
makes
Yep.
complete sense. Georgianne, it's been a complete pleasure to connect with you from London to Arizona with love. Thank you
With
so
love.
much for connecting. And look, I've enjoyed this episode with some of the
Me too.
nuggets. Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you so
Thank
much,
you very
Georgia.
much. Thank
Amazing.
you.
Amazing, amazing.